It just seems like, yo, chill, relax, vibe out, here's some stuff, let's watch it. You know what I'm saying? It literally sounds like, hey, did you want something entertaining today? Here you go. Today it's gonna be me, it's gonna be chat, and we react to a video from the one, the only, the homie. Sarcastic Chorus, K-pop Demon Hunters is amazing. Full disclosure, I haven't watched it yet. This is my tour de France, okay? I'm trying to look at everything I can that makes me want to watch it. I don't mind getting spoiled, but I do intend on watching it. So far, I have yet to hear anything bad about it.
This video is sponsored by Raycon. K-pop Demon Hunters is YA nonsense, and I absolutely adore it.
This is how Yo-Yo be looking when we go out to eat. Actually, all three of these emotions is what Yo-Yo looks like when we go out to eat. These are all three emotions that Yo-Yo has every single time right here. This is him right here.
This movie is basically a litmus test on if you're trying too hard or not, as it's so fun that getting hung up on any of its flaws feels pointless. Sure, it has a little too much going on, the resolution for the generational trauma could fit on a sticky note, and only 2 out of 6 antagonists have an actual name, but you couldn't get me to care about most of it, as everything else is just that fun. Plus, you know, everyone's really hot. So we're just gonna do a quick review, as I truly believe if you've seen the trailer, you should already know if you want to see this movie or not. My pitch is simple. Yes, do it. Truly, the only hurdle involved with loving this film, the sole rational thing you can get hung up on, is that K-pop Demon Hunters is cringe. And by that I mean there's nothing new about it. The concepts and tropes have all been done before. These cliches are so...
But you know what I say, I think it's hard to do something that's done a million times and have people like it, just as hard as it is to create a new form of media and be like, dang, this is fire. For example, creating Attack on Titan 1-on-1 story, oh, that's so crazy, that's not really nothing like it. But also at the same time, if you have a story that's a million people have already done and you still find a way to make people like yours, you deserve praise and credit, bro. You know, I stand on that point, bro, so that is not no point docs for me.
Run through, even book talk would throw shade. The broody anti-villain has a tragic backstory, because of course he does. The power of friendship saves the day, and the movie looks you dead in the eye and brings up shipping. All the things that people mock and try to pretend that they're better than, it's here. But I promise you, if you disregard the opinion of people who only play Call of Duty or just trying to be pretentious, you will have a great time by embracing the twee melodrama, as it is such a good time. The heroes are endearing, the villains are deliciously hateable, the final boss is weaponized shame. So please, take a chill pill and have a blast. Plus,
it just seems like, yo, chill, relax, vibe out, here's some stuff, let's watch it. You know what I'm saying? It literally sounds like, hey, did you want something entertaining today? Here you go. You get what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like.
It's really good.
I'm all you need, I'ma be your idol.
They actually got good music in it, man.
I'm all you need, I'ma be your idol.
Before I go any further in gassing this movie up, shockingly, I do have a sponsor. Now, to actually tell you what the movie is about, K-pop Demon Hunters is a story of Huntrix, a trio of K-pop idols who kill demons, sing songs, and in contrast to every real-life celebrity ever...
Not my cup of tea, to be honest, but the girl I'm talking to really like it. Hey, if the girl I'm talking to like it, I love it. We playing the long game. No bell.
Has nothing but pure positive opinions of their fans. They all aspire to complete the Hanmoon, a magical barrier that separates the human and demon world, with them being on the cusp of sealing the demon world for a whole generation. But when the devil can't get to you, he's...
That kind of sounds like Wendy Wu, the homecoming warrior. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That kind of sounds like Wendy Wu, the homecoming warrior. Let me see you in my chat. No. W ball knowledge. Yeah. Oh boy, don't get me turned up in
sends
here.
A man, or in this case 5, in the form of the Saja Boys, a demonic boy band sound stealing their fans to weaken the Hanmoon and allowing the king to feast on humanity's souls. Things kind of go off the rails immediately, with their friendship, love, and self-acceptance all now being on the line. If I were to pick one thing to praise about this movie over all the others, it's that the music and action are synced to perfection. I'm a sucker for fights that happen on beat, making all these...
I'm also a sucker for fights and music videos and movies and anything that happen on beat. I love when things hit the beat perfect.
Sequences, my personal form of crack. I don't think the soundtrack has a bad song in it, with Takedown and How It's Done being incredibly fun as battle tracks. My favorite is easily Your Idol, offering the best atmosphere and dance choreography for my money. The girls aren't lacking by any means, but this song just has me in an insane chokehold. Speaking of the girls, they are delightful, and I long for the days when Disney let its female characters be this level of freaky.
Why Shorty turn into All Might? Look.
Semi-related, but nothing made me laugh harder about Encanto.
Bro, you know girls are really like this. Like, I got a homegirl right now where I am 85% sure she does this with her sister. Like that yeah scene before that movie came out, I'm pretty sure she did that with her sister, gang. I'm not gonna lie.
Then hearing about just how much the mouse lost millions of dollars because they assumed all the girls would want dolls about the mean older sister, only for the people to cry out for Louisa action figures. Disney's last couple of princesses have sadly felt more like role models than people. Meanwhile, Rumi, Mira, and Zoe are a trio of goofy degenerates who manage to hit the sweet spot of being dorks who are also badass.
Yeah.
This movie is all about shame and hiding parts of yourself, with that being worked into the mantra of Huntrix.
Night,
to
Trevin.
be perfect and never let their fears be seen, this leads us to watching
Trayvon.
them on stage be the perfect idols for their fans to worship, only for us to see them in their downtime being relatable burnouts. They are
good,
not
King.
perfect, and I would have liked to see Mira and Zoe struggle just a little bit more to try to be, but I think the right decision to have them be firing on all cylinders all the time is one of the best ones they could have made, as it leads to a lot of really funny moments. Not just the girls thirsting over the abs, but more importantly, it lets this unconditional love seep through and makes us adore the bond between the girls,
copyright.
as they are just a constant beacon of dopamine. This feels like a real friend group made up of real friends that have known each other for years. They've survived through thick and thin, with this movie being the moment where they finally start to be on different pages.
Dang, I can't wait to watch this. Is this only on Netflix? Hey, which one of my supporters is P enough to let me borrow their Netflix account? Which one of my supporters is P enough to let me borrow their Netflix account, bruh? Nah, it's good, it's good, it's good. I still got my ex Netflix on my TV, y'all chill. I'm not even lying, I swear to God. I said it. Hey, I'm gonna watch it though. That's probably gonna get me kicked off because she gonna see it got watched, but hey.
Desperately not wanting this to be the case. These three are great, well-rounded.
For me to have that, it must be less than a year? Let me think. Nah, because we broke up in April, end of April last year.
Characters, with the only missed opportunity to me being how we just didn't get a chance to really integrate Mira and Zoe's personal flaws more into the story, but doesn't really ever feel like a true issue, which I think it needed to be, especially when a certain decision happens towards the final act, which felt a little out of pocket given the context that it happened in. It's not egregious, I'm just of the opinion that since Rumi is basically the main character, we could have just given the other two something a little bit more meatier to chew on in that finale. Rumi, though, as the lead really works, and I can't really talk about any of it because it's all spoilers, but it works. It all works.
W him for making this watchable without it being a spoiler. I thought I was gonna get spoiled coming into here, but he's doing a great job of glazing the movie without spoiling stuff.
Even if there are like three different
It's a drawing glove. It's a drawing glove.
things going on with her character that I feel like could have been the focus of a movie, with those three plot lines being Rumi's identity issues and her relationship with her mother figure, her friendship with the girls, and
I
their
am gonna
new
watch it.
rivalry
I'm gonna watch
with
it
the
tonight.
Sasha boys, and of course the romance, which happens. But that's not a spoiler, as it is an inevitability, as they really weren't gonna put this much work into designing the Sasha boys if they weren't gonna put one of them on a platter and ship him for all he's worth, as people are down bad for these boys, and honestly fair. This is not the first time this has happened, and it certainly won't be the last, but for someone, this is definitely their first, so congrats. But even in that context, Jinyu is still able to stand out as a fun, tragic-ish anti-villain whose banter with Rumi manages to be just the right amount of annoying, and sadly, he is all that.
Nah, he overly trim, I'm not gonna lie, bro. He trim, I ain't gonna cap, boy. I will. Tomorrow I'll tell y'all what I think.
Asshole.
I think my deepest heart's desires for this movie to turn into a series I can expand on, well,
No, let's not do that. Maybe a trilogy at max. Let's keep movies, and let's keep shows. Because part of the reason this is so good, I'm already understanding, is how it's well choreographed. And that will get lost in a show. Let's keep movies, and shows.
everything. But at this point, I think I'd settle for a director's cut that add just an extra 10 minutes to the film, as I feel like that would do a lot for the rest of the film. As is, K-Pop Demon Hunters is fantastic. It's a fun ride from start to finish. Don't let cringe hold you back from enjoying this thing, as I promise you, the Reaper will not care how cringe you were in high school.
Literally, what movie has become a show that was good where the movie wasn't goated first? Like Star Wars was goated, and then they make every other Star Wars show, but it requires Star Wars to be goated. You get what I'm saying?
So just enjoy yourself, shame
You're naming Kung Fu Panda's goated.
free, lest you be consumed by the sentient
I
bonfire
ain't
that is
watched
this
Turbo
film's
show.
villain. Go check it out if you haven't already. I got a few spoiler thoughts I need to just put on blast.
TMT was a comic book, then a show, then a movie. Am I bugging?
If you don't want to hear the
Shows can become movies can't become shows as easily. That's what I'll say. Because I realized I said keep shows, and movies. I actually disagree. Shows can become movies any day of the week. Movies becoming shows, though, you started at too high of a bar and then you're giving us less. You get what I'm saying? It's just hard.
spoilers, well, this is your chance to step out.
Oh, whoa. Wait.
Sentient bonfire that is this film's villain. Go check it out if you haven't already. I got a few spoiler thoughts I need to just put on blast. So if you don't want to hear those spoilers, well, this is your chance to step out. Don't worry, this video isn't going anywhere. Probably. YouTube gods are weird like that. But to get into the spoiler thoughts, Rumi is a
Okay. I thought it was gonna be like, okay, let's get into the spoiler thoughts. Boom. Okay, the spoiler thoughts end after this segment, but that's not the case. So we got to cut the video right here. If you guys want to hear my opinion on K-Pop Demon Hunters, please run this video up, comment twice, and I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and boom, we on it, bruh. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Goodbye. Peace.